Shenanigans! What's up, everybody? It's Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. If you watch my channel, you know that I was just down in Ashville at the Orange Peel, and that fellow brew tuber, Nutmeg to Palmetto, came out, hung out, brought me some beers. This is another one of the beers he brought me. Really appreciate you coming out, sir. Thank you for bringing me some beers. Wish I had more time to hang out, but it is what it is. So one of the beers he brought me is this one right here. This is Evil Shenanigans from Liability Brewing Company out of Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah, that Greenville. Visit Greenville. The Greenville that the brew tubers get together was at this past year that I unfortunately had to miss. And this is a funny looking can. It's got a bunch of pigs just tearing it up, chugging maple syrup, doing all kind of crazy things, dancing on top of their van. Kind of funny looking. It's really funny. When I first saw this can artwork, it kind of reminded me of Animal Farm. I don't know why, but that's just like what popped in my head was Animal Farm. So on the can here, it says, brewed and packaged by Liability Brewing Company, Greenville, South Carolina. Oh, man. Some of these writings are just hard to read. Again, I need to get lights. If you don't have friends or family that fit this definition, I just skipped ahead. Whew. Liability, noun, a person or thing whose presence or behavior is likely to cause embarrassment or put one at a disadvantage. If you don't have friends or family that fit this definition, the liability is you. I am definitely the liability. We have a saying, I have a saying, everybody goes drinking with me once. On some of these tours, everybody goes drinking with me once, and they never do it again. So I'm definitely the liability. What else is on this can here? They've got a nice, easy-to-read can on date, November 17th, 2025. So this can is exactly a month old as of this recording. Beware of pigs. Yeah, there's not a lot else on here. Maple Bacon Stout, now served. Maple Bacon Stout sounds absolutely divine. Maple, bacon, perfect combination. I love me some bacon. I'm excited to get into this. If this tastes like maple and bacon, this will be a banging beer. Thank you so much, Nutmeg to Palmetto, for giving this to me. Let's get on into it. Oh, I should mention it's 10% ABV. If I didn't mention that before, this is a 10% alcohol beer. Starting to get up there into the high ABVs. 10% is okay. You can crush a few of those before you're a little fluthered. So on Untapped, this gets a 3.93 with only 151 check-ins. And that just clicked all over my hand. On Beer Advocate, there was no score. Man, I never cleaned up my mess from that Shane's beer review. Oh well. Get into the glass here. A little bit of a hard pour, but it's a stout, so that's all right. Get a nose on it. Smoky. Wow. Hashtag dip your beak in it. Definitely pick up some smoke. I expected the maple to be a strong scent on this beer, and it's not. But I do get that smoke. It smells like a smoky beer. Color. Change hands here so I can get my flashlight out. That looks like kind of a ruby reddish brown, actually, without even getting the flashlight out. I mean, the flashlight lights it up. The light lights it up into like a dark ruby red brown. Without the flashlight, it's black. I mean, I can see my reflection in that beer. It's got about pinky's worth of, if you were a chain smoker for 40 years, that's what your white walls would look like. That's what color this head is. But that smells smoky, really smoky. I'm excited to try this. Thank you, Nutmeg to Palmetto. Go check out his channel. He'll be linked down below. Awesome dude, does great stuff. This guy right here. Make sure you check him out. Cheers, everybody. Nothing about this beer is what I expected from the can. And it's not a bad thing. Maple Bacon Stout, I expected to be heavy, thick, syrupy, cloying sweet, smoky. This beer is not that at all. Medium bodied. You get a little bit of smoke. You get a little bit of maple. There's almost a porter-esque burnt coffee kind of flavor in there. No indication of 10% alcohol. Not even getting any warming at all. I really expected this to be like thick, heavy, syrupy, super maple sweet. From the nose, I expected it to be like crazy smoky. And it's not. It's very well balanced. You get the smoke. You get like the smoke is a mix of like Rauchbier smoke and like bacon, barbecue, pulled pork, like barbecue pork on a spit pork kind of smoke. There's some like sugar maple sweetness in there, but it's not cloying. And there's a little bit of, like again, almost like a porter kind of quality to it. The body's on the heavy side of medium. And this is just a really well done, well-rounded beer. At 10% ABV, this is scary. I could crush a few of these real quick and not realize it. You could get in trouble with this beer at 10% because it's just, the flavors are just really nice. They're not overpowering. They're not heavy. The beer's not heavy. I will say it is a little sticky on the lips after the fact. Like it's got some maple syrup stickiness on the lips, but I could buy a 6-pack of this if they sold it in 6-packs and crush it and be in trouble and become a liability for sure. I could buy a 6-pack of this and ruin somebody's Christmas if I crushed all 6 of them real quick. This is an excellent beer. I'm torn on what I want to give it, though, because I did have that expectation. And this is where, if you watch my blind review, I go back to that blind review. Because the label art and the descriptions on the label give you these expectations. And sometimes they fall short of the expectations, even though it's a great beer. Again, I expected this to be like crazy bacon, smoke, maple, syrupy, cloying, one and done beer. And this is a very sessionable beer other than the alcohol. And that makes it tough. I'm going to have to give this a 2 horns up. Because it's just so, for a 10% alcohol maple bacon stout, it's so well-rounded, easy to drink. All the flavors are there, but they're not overpowering. It's not like those crazy boutique stouts, those crazy Rare Beer Club stouts kind of things, Big Bad Bastard kind of stouts, that it's really drinkable. Yeah, this is delicious. Thank you so much, Nutmeg Palmetto. Really appreciate it. Go check him out. He will be linked down below in the description. Have you had this beer? What do you think of the artwork? The artwork's pretty funny. Thank you all for watching. If you made it this far in the video and you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Hit that like button, share it with your friends, and as always, embrace the adventure.